Welcome on board the world's best luxury trains. Let's take you on this journey around the world on board the best first-class train on each continent. From champagne toasts to multi-course meals and rooms that are more like five-star hotels, we're sharing the most over-the-top trains of the world on this first-class journey by rail.
Hello Jet Setters, I'm Jeb Brooks from greenergrass.com. Join us to experience the best luxury trains on every continent.
This journey around the world begins in South America, and that means heading to Cusco in Peru to hop on board the Andean Explorer. Our full route, traveling high up into the Andes and ending in Arequipa, takes 2 days and 2 nights. This is the first and only luxury sleeper train in South America. And as we got on board, we were already impressed with the train's colorful yet tasteful decor and refined public spaces. We were in for a real treat with our room on board. This suite is one of the largest and nicest rooms we've ever seen on a train. But as nice as the train is itself, the best part, without a doubt, is the unforgettable scenery you'll encounter as the train snakes its way through the amazing landscapes of the Andes Mountains. This is one of the highest train routes in the world. You'll get over 14,000 feet in elevation. Now, one of the best features of the train itself is its outdoor viewing platform. It's the perfect place to get some fresh air and catch a glimpse of the elegant train ahead of you. Now, a stopover at Lake Titicaca on the second day of the trip made for an unforgettable sunrise. Back on board, though, we enjoyed five-star cuisine featuring local Peruvian ingredients. And while you can spend your evenings in the bar car sipping pisco sours, we retreated to our comfy suite to enjoy sweet dreams of that magic that is Peru. 2-night trips on the Andean Explorer start around $7,000 for 2 in the smallest bunk bed cabin, or $9,600 in a suite like ours. Next up, it's off to Europe, where we need to get on to Venice. Here, we'll board one of the world's most famous trains, the iconic Orient Express. And we're on board for the classic one-night itinerary that takes us from Venice to Paris in about 24 hours. This train embraces old-world charm in a way that almost no other train can. The journey begins in Venice, where passengers get an early dose of glamour and are transferred to the station. How else but by water taxi? On board, you're greeted with champagne before pulling away from the station to begin the trip to Paris, just as people have for more than 100 years. We booked the smallest room on this train, and when we talk about prices, you'll see why. It's a cozy but beautiful appointed space which converts to plush bunk beds at night, and with the best linens and pillows we've experienced on any train anywhere in the world. There's no ensuite toilet, however. For that, you'll head down the hall. But you're not shorted great scenery. There's a lot to take in along the way through some of Europe's most scenic vistas. The highlight of this trip has to be the 5-star meals, though. This food would look right at home in the world's finest restaurants. But don't forget, it's prepared on board a moving train. In 24 hours, it was an eating marathon complete with afternoon tea served in our cabin. And dinner, well, that's a black tie affair. That's right, pack your tuxedos and formal gowns and get ready for a once-in-a-lifetime evening you're sure never to forget. It was a night to remember. Dinner in Austria, after dinner drinks in Liechtenstein, and finally, well, we fell asleep in Switzerland. The Orient Express does not come cheap. For just one night, it'll cost you around $9,000 for 2 in the entry-level room, or an eye-popping $23,000 in a suite. Ouch.
If you'd like to learn more about any of these trains, we've included links in the description below, including to our full videos about each one. Or if you'd like to book a custom trip of your own, well, head to railbookers.com/greenergrass or call the number below and they'll be happy to help you.
From here, we travel to Pretoria, South Africa, just outside Johannesburg, to get on board Rovos Rail. Over the next 4 days and 4 nights, we'll journey into the heart of Africa on the ultimate safari by train. We'll see everything from wildlife and wonders of the world. Our deluxe suite was a generous-sized room for the journey to come, featuring 2 fixed twin beds, a mini bar that was refreshed daily, and our own private ensuite bathroom. This train is all about the vastness of the African continent. With scenery that stretches farther than the eye can see, you can't help but be filled with awe. You'll not only spot wildlife from the train, but you'll also have the opportunity to hop off the train for some safari experiences along the way, getting up close with the Big Five. But let's explore the train a little more. You'll find 2 different lounge cars perfect for afternoons watching the African scenery roll by. And at the very back of the train, there's a bar car to enjoy morning mimosas and, best of all, an outdoor viewing platform. Meals on board are formal 5-course affairs with an amuse-bouche, a starter, a main course, a cheese course, and of course, dessert. It's all accompanied by some of the finest South African wine pairings. You're encouraged to dress in your best for dinner. Ties are required for gentlemen, and it's a glamorous vibe on board. After 4 days and 4 nights on board, we arrived at Victoria Falls, one of the wonders of the world, the perfect ending for this African rail adventure. This 4-night trip on Rovos Rail from Pretoria to Victoria Falls in a deluxe suite like ours cost about $9,600 for 2. Next, we're off to Asia. Let's travel to Singapore to get on board the Eastern and Oriental Express. Over the next 3 nights, we'll travel from Singapore through Malaysia for some incredible scenery and wild adventures. Now, we booked the presidential suite on this trip, by far the most gigantic and over-the-top room we've ever had on a train. It was tremendous. And the rest of the train, well, it's just as plushly appointed, from the piano bar to the observation bar. The outdoor deck was the perfect place to catch fantastic Southeast Asian sunsets. The food was just what you've come to expect from these super luxury trains. The multi-course meals were inventive and particularly beautifully presented. Asian ingredients were highlighted and fused with international techniques to yield menus that felt, well, Michelin level. There were opportunities for off-train excursions too. We explored the rainforest in Malaysia's largest national park and attended a cooking class in Penang. 3 nights on the Eastern and Oriental start at $9,300 for 2 in the smallest room, or $24,000 in the presidential suite like we had. Our next train takes us down under to Adelaide, Australia. The GAN is an incredible luxury train taking us all the way from south to north, straight through the very heart of the Australian outback. We board this train in the capital of the state of South Australia, that's Adelaide, and step into our Platinum Class twin cabin home for the next 3 days and 2 nights. The train was immense, with 29 carriages. It's nearly half a mile long. As Platinum passengers, you'll have access to this lounge car, where you're sure to sample the fine Australian wines while taking in unforgettable views. The onboard meals were elevated, multi-course affairs highlighting unique Australian flavors, but never felt too formal or stuffy. On the second day, we found ourselves in the red center of Australia, taking in a magical sunrise, while also marveling at the massive scale of this train. The route offers the opportunity to get off for excursions to explore parts of this vast continent otherwise inaccessible. Now, we chose to go mountain biking in Alice Springs and joined a gorge cruise in Katherine. After 3 days, we reached Darwin, and our Australian outback adventure came to an end. 2-night trips on the GAN and Platinum Class start at $7,500 for 2. Finally, we head home to North America. Let's go to Canada. We'll save our longest and most epic train journey for last. The Canadian from Toronto to Vancouver. Well, this train will take us across Canada for 4 days and 4 nights, totaling almost 100 hours. The luxury oozes from the walls in Prestige Class, where every room is huge. You'll have a comfy sofa by day that turns into a massive double bed at night, and even an ensuite bathroom with a heated floor. But the best part of this train has to be the observation domes. And we spent most of our days mesmerized by the ever-changing landscapes of Canada, from forests to prairies to the unforgettable mountains. The food is remarkable too. Well, not as luxurious as the other trains we've seen. These meals are hearty and delicious, highlighting Canadian delicacies and also Canadian wines. Also, unlike the others, in addition to the luxurious accommodations afforded to passengers at the back of the train in Prestige Class, this train also offers true public transportation. There are many different levels of accommodation on board, from coach seating to bunks and more. And no matter where you are on the train, you're going to enjoy absolutely unforgettable scenery. Perhaps the best of all comes during the next to last day as you travel through Canada's Mountain West. A trip in Prestige Class on the 4-night train from Toronto to Vancouver will cost you around $12,000 for 2 in the summertime. And even though there are no trains on the 7th continent, it's still fun to dream about what it would be like if there were. Between now and the next time, see you on the rails!